All right, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this fine Tuesday afternoon, a day after Christmas 2023. I hope everyone had an excellent Christmas. It was very quiet here at the House of Mean. My son got an awesome remote control car that's good for beginners, but it does go super fast. So it's been raining like cats and dogs here for the last 2 days. So we're waiting for it to dry up a little bit and get it out there so he can use it. So other than that, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope you get everything and hope you get all the wishes and warmness that you deserve. Today's video du jour, cities without numbers. This is by Kevin Crawford. This was my Kickstarter reward. I backed just the book, so all I got was this, of course, the PDF. The great thing about all of Kevin's games is you can usually get the base game without art or very little art for free, or pay what you want. I'm pretty sure they're free off of Drive-Thru RPG, which will lead me into the shameless plug of using my affiliate link on Drive-Thru RPG. It'll be down in the doobly-doo. And you use that, and it doesn't cost you anything extra, and it makes the channel a couple bucks, which all that money goes back into the channel. So with the shilling put aside, I backed this last year. Kevin's pretty quick to deliver on all of his Kickstarters. It's no muss, no fuss. He doesn't do a whole lot of, what do you call it, add-ons or stretch goals. It's pretty much just the book. You get what you get and you pay for it. And it was a fair price. I want to say, I think it was $45, maybe 50. I'm not sure. But that covered the cost of the book. It is hardback. There's no ribbons in it or anything, but it is color. It is full index, full table of contents. The back pages are a shout out to all the meanies, to all the people who backed the Kickstarter, which my name is in there. Jonathan Baldridge is in there, which was great to see, aka the Batman. He's on my Discord, which will lead me into the shilling away for my Discord. A link down below, permanent link. Go join the Discord. We have a lot of developers, a lot of game designers, just a lot of cool people. It's a very awesome community. Lots of games being run on the channel. You know, hey, and if you've got your own channel but you want to come here and advertise for your game, please do. The more people that join the Discord, the better. It makes it worth the $10 that I pay a month. So anyway. And that part of those donations, Ko-Fi and all that stuff goes to pay for that kind of stuff. So anyway, Cities Without Numbers goes with their Worlds Without Numbers and Stars Without Numbers. So this is basically their cyberpunk version of the game. Stars Without Numbers is their sci-fi setting, and then Worlds Without Numbers is their fantasy setting. So I have all three, thoroughly enjoy them all. It's kind of an OSR game. I don't personally consider it an OSR game. Maybe by definition it is, but I think it's its own genre. Kevin does a great job. It's a minimalist system. There's very few modifiers. There's very few mechanics. What mechanics there are make a lot of sense. It's very well done. So if you want a light system, maybe not as light as like Tiny D6, but no more crunchier than, say, Savage Worlds. So if Savage Worlds is your jam, you might want to look at an alternative system. And if nothing else, you can pull some really cool ideas from this for your Savage Worlds game, or vice versa. But I would say in rules complexity, I'd say this is slightly easier than Savage Worlds, but not nearly as complex as 5e or Pathfinder. The art in it is phenomenal. Kevin has a way of getting art that I think a lot of people in the industry could learn from. And he gives a list of all the illustrators and everything. So I recommend you go pick up the book. Again, I believe it's free on Drive-Thru RPG, which will lead into my shameless plug for my Drive-Thru RPG affiliate program, which doesn't cost you anything extra, but I make a couple pennies off of every sale. And again, that helps the channel. So again, help support the channel. Use my Drive-Thru RPG link down in the doobly-doo. That being said, what do you get in here? Well, you get a full game. The world setting is I don't want to say sparse. It's a little more better. Me and my wonderful English. Public schools in Brooklyn. Hey, it's a little bit better than some settings, but it's not as fleshed out as many. But it gives you the bare bones and enough to do everything you need for your, for a starting cyberpunk setting. And it's I think we have the districts of the cities, so we have the city demographics. So they give you a lot of information, gender and identity, the city government. So it gives you this city, the megacorps, groups, and I mean, everything you need to run your game will be in here. There's a bunch of generic names for corps like Acheron, Hamagawa, Neurotechnics, the Lang, Consumer Goods, Nova Vidia, Life Sciences, and the League Durak, I can't even say it, Oblish Heavy Industries, and the Tao Tai Agricultural. So there's a bunch of megacorps in here. They can all be your bad guy. If you're a big Shadowrun guy, you can use those megacorps. I mean, everything's interchangeable. It's just the theme. They do give you a timeline of the collapse and how everything happens. They give you the city, kind of disunited states. So there's enough of a setting in here for you to work with. Hackers and pilots, a lot of generic NPCs. The art is phenomenal. If I can show that without cutting myself off the screen and not getting it all grayed out because I got low light in here. But the art is fantastic. The back panel is what I really like. I wish more games did this. This is a hardback book. The front is just some basic cover. It's the cover art, basically, of the main book. But on the back cover, on the actual cover and then the last page of the book, is some commonly referenced charts that you need for hacking, for firearms, melee weapons, civilian armor, and heavy weapons. And suit armor and armor accessories. So just some basic quick charts that you don't have to go flipping through the book to look for. This is one of those games that I personally think everybody at the table needs a copy of the book. I really feel that it's an inexpensive book as far as a book of this quality goes. I know at the rising price of games right now, it's getting prohibitive for everybody to have a copy of the rules, but I really do think this is one where each player is going to benefit from having this hard copy or a PDF copy on your tablet, as long as players don't abuse the privilege of having electronics at the table. My big pet peeve is you're in the middle of role-playing and someone's reading their email. That's not cool. Give everybody their time and their attention like they give it to you when it's your turn. So, but I do think, and of course, in a cyberpunk setting, wouldn't it be cool to have a tablet at the table? That would make sense. I'm very happy with it. The art layout is phenomenal. It's consistent. There's no real bad pieces of art, in my opinion. Character creation, if you've made any kind of worlds character, it follows the same thing. Roll your stats, pick basically your class, and you get associated skills with those class based on how you want to pick them, and you get said bonuses, and you're off to the races. You fill out a couple of derived attributes from your skills and your attributes, and you're good to go. You get your starting gear. They give you a nice section for a gunslinger, a tech, a medic, a hacker, a badlander, a face. You get all the basic priming gear. And then some sample cyberware packages. So the game is really set. In fact, I'm going to be playing in a game this Thursday. David is going to be running a game on his server, and I think I'm going to play. And I'm going to try to make a character. I can't guarantee it, but he did say he would have pre-gens. Skill checks are super easy. It's a D20 game. It's super easy, guys. This is a buy in my book. I mean, Low Life 2099, I think, is my default cyberpunk style RPG. The mechanics are super fast. The setting is very minimal, similar to this. And I would say the mechanics are just as easy. Low Life is basically a D20 based game, a derivative of D&D, but all the file numbers have been filed away. It's a super easy game, and I think this falls into that same category. What I will say is there are two different styles of cyberpunk game. This is very dark and gritty. This is human-centric. It is Ghost in the Shell. It is cyberpunk, red. If I'm not a fan of cyberpunk red and their mechanics, I am a fan of this. I think this is. I may even go for the hacker in the group if no one decides to play a hacker, because I've never played a hacker, and I think in this game I can really play a hacker. And I'm the weird guy. I would hack like the vending machines to get free shit. That's just how I would play it. But that's me. But yeah, if you like Low Life 2099 and you like that thin veneer, but maybe you don't want the 2099 is my alternative to Shadowrun. This would be my alternative to Cyberpunk 2077 or Cyberpunk Red. I think this is a better set of mechanics than Cyberpunk. And Mike Pondsmith, I love him dearly, but the new version of Cyberpunk just doesn't jive with me. I'm sorry, it's just not my cup of tea. This is my cup of tea. I'm looking forward to playing it on Thursday night. I'm really excited to be playing. But if you're on the Shadowrun side of games, I'd say look at Low Life 2099. It's got the monster races in it. It's got that little bit of fantasy in it and magic. The cool part, though, is if you're more of a fan of these rules, there's a section in the back of this that tells you how to combine Worlds Without Numbers and Stars Without Numbers. So you can have all three games running. So you could theoretically run Shadowrun in Cities Without Numbers, just adding the Worlds Without Numbers book. And there's the basic information in here to add that. And which, that alone right there makes it awesome. I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to go back and check my other books and see if they have the same thing in the back. I think it's only this book. I don't know where the rest of my books are. I haven't organized my bookshelves yet. That's someone was asking me if I was going to organize them. The problem is, even though I have plenty of shelf space now, the shelves are not all equal. And if I was trying to organize it, it would just be a run-on, which would drive me nuts. And it's kind of driving me nuts now. The OCD in me wants everything either alphabetically or by genre. I think it would make more sense to organize it by genre. But again, tell me what you think down in the doobly-doo. Cities Without Numbers, Kevin Crawford, D20 system, super fast to make a character. You can make a character in 10 minutes. Read through it once and then go through and make the character. If you can't do it in under 10 minutes, you let me know, because I think it's that simple. It's a great system. It's fast. It plays really well. I think for a GM, and I'm GM centric. I'm forward for the GM. This is a great game to GM. If you're looking for an alternative to Cyberpunk or Shadowrun, Low Life 2099 is not your cup of tea. Cities Without Numbers might just be the fill. If you're more human focused, if you want normal everyday, people trying to survive in a somewhat dystopian world, Cities Without Numbers might be your game. So that's really it, guys. I just wanted to go over it real quick. I realized that I don't think I did a video for it. It's free, so I'm not going to sit here and go through the rules when you can get it for free and read it yourself. That's part of the joy of supporting indie publishers, is buying their books or downloading the freebie and saying, gosh, I really like this. I want to support the company. I'm going to buy the full book. So do yourself a favor. Go check it out on DriveThruRPG. Use my affiliate link. If you like it, buy it with the affiliate link. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. The Kickstarter Kevin does amazing Kickstarters. They're always pretty much on time, and there's no muss, no fuss. I mean, you get what you pay for. The book is gorgeous. It's done really well, and I'm very happy with it. So Cities Without Numbers by Kevin Crawford, totally a buy in my book. Pick it up. Let me know what you think. I'm going to play it Thursday night. From the point of a player, I'm looking forward to it, and I might even do an after-action report. I'll take a couple notes of running the game and see, and give you guys a little feedback. If that's something you'd like to see, let me know down in the doobly-doo. Believe it or not, YouTube kind of penalizes you if you do a video and you don't get any comments. They want the comments. They want that like button. That's the algorithm. So please grease the algorithm. Let the video play. Hit the check mark, the thumbs up that you liked it, or thumbs down if you didn't like it. And if you did like it, think about subscribing if you're not already a member. It really helps the channel. It's those weird little things that the algorithm, the more subscribers I get in the month, the more my videos get pushed out and drives people to the channel. So That's really it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Support me on Patreon, support me on Discord. We have a great community on Discord. Love to have you there. If you have a problem getting into Discord, shoot me an email, mrmeanspeaks@gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Mr. Mean Speaks. So you look under Facebook under groups and you'll find me, and you can send me a message. You can join the Mr. Mean Facebook page if that's your thing. I try to answer all emails and questions, whether they're in YouTube or they're on Facebook. We have a great community, guys. Stop on by. Come become a member of the Meanie Army, or the Meanie Horde, as we call ourselves. And again, I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. I just wanted to pop out a video real quick and tell you guys I was excited about Cities Without Numbers. And like I said, I don't think I did a video on it after I received it as my Kickstarter reward. So I wanted to pump out a quick video just to bring some awareness to the game and hopefully pique your interest enough that you'll at least go download the free primer or the free version, which has less art. And then if you really like it, you'll go buy the book. And if you do, let Kevin know that you saw it here on Mr. Mean Speaks. As always, peace and hair grease. Be nice, hug one another, and leave the world a better place than you found it. Peace.